So now coming into the pagan world is the resurrection of Messiah. And what was their reaction? When they heard about it, it says, some of them mocked, sneered. Others said, we want to hear more about this. So what does that tell you? Right there, it disproves the entire charge. Right there, what does it tell you? To each of them, it was something new. There was something gigantically new that some mocked it and others said, we got to hear more about this. That reveals that the resurrection of Messiah was something so new and so powerful, it just blew everything away. But let's imagine for a moment that the Jews of the first century, they all go crazy. And they say, okay, let's take the myths of the pagan world and let's get them into our faith. Now, the gospel would be filled with mythology, with gods fighting gods and people turned into frogs. And you won't find one iota of that. Why? Because the gospel is real. Which brings up another point. The only way a Bible-believing Orthodox Jew is going to preach the resurrection to the pagan world is if the resurrection happened in Israel. Because that Israel is the most anti-mythological nation on earth, and yet from that comes the resurrection. And when you get beyond the superficial things between these things, the truth is there is nothing more different than from the mythologies of the pagan world than the gospel of Messiah. The mythologies are filled with gods plotting against each other, poisoning each other, eating each other. You can't even put that in the same breath as the gospel. There's nothing redeemable in them. There's no morals, there's no ethic, there's no love, there's no redemption, there's nothing. Osiris gets locked in a chest not because he's giving his life or he's loving or because he's stupid. Tammuz dies because a goddess who's got problems fell in love with him. Adonis is killed by basically a wild pig. Dionysus dies because other gods are jealous. There's nothing there. It can't even stand in the same universe as the gospel. It can't even stand near God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever would believe in him would not perish but have everlasting life. The love of God that changes lives. The world, the world does, they can't look at, they only see the superficial. The world looks at Jesus and Muhammad and Buddha, and they say, well, they're all great teachers. No, they're not. The resemblance is superficial. Islam is not about Muhammad. Buddhism is not about Buddha. Muhammad taught Islam. Buddha taught Buddhism. But Jesus did not teach Christianity. Jesus is Christianity. There's a big difference there. And of course, not to mention, you can find it somewhere in the world. There's a body of Buddha and a body of Muhammad, but there is no body of Messiah because the tomb is empty. Hi, I'm Jonathan Cahn. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope you were blessed with the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. Feel free to share your reactions with your comments and how you were blessed. And share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.